Hello there! So today I'm going to teach you how to paint roses with watercolor paint. First things first, you need paper. You can use any type of paper, but for the best results, you should get paper that is watercolor friendly. Today I'm using Strathmore's mixed media paper, so this paper can hold any type of art medium. Using watercolor friendly paper will help you, especially if you're starting out, and help you what looks good and what doesn't look good when using different types of paper. You will need a cup of water, and my cup chipped. I'm so sad. I thrifted this, so that's okay. But then, and again, you need brushes. So in my previous vlog, my recent vlog, I said that you need to invest in really good brushes, and I really mean that. I really believe that the materials you use will always make a difference. So having a really good brush will help you create the type of strokes that you want in watercolor. Today I'm going to be using the Artify brushes, watercolor brushes. And I got this gifted from a friend a while ago, like a couple years ago. So thank you to my friend who got this for me. And you can also use these. You can find them anywhere from Michael's to Joann's, Target. They're portable watercolor brushes, so you can bring them anywhere with you and you can fill it up with water. But yeah, I really like this one, but today we're gonna use the Artify brushes today because it's my favorite. Next up, we're gonna be talking about our watercolor paints. So today we are going to be looking at my watercolor palette that I use all the time. I forgot where I got this, probably from an ad that I saw on Instagram. Anyways, I really love that palette. I also use this one as well because my other palette doesn't really carry dark and defined colors and different shades of colors, so I like to use this one as well. And it's on paper, so I can carry this everywhere I need to carry this, and it's small and portable. And I also like this one because I can use my black, because I don't have black on me in my other palette. Another thing you can use is watercolor tube paint. I used to use this all the time, but once I got my palettes, I stopped using tube because I'm just so lazy. Putting tube paint on palettes, and then after when I'm done I have to clean it up, and I just don't want to do that. So but anything could work. Today I am going to use my black palette watercolor, so this one right here, we're going to use that today. And now we're gonna start with our very first painting of roses. So get your brush ready. And we're gonna start. You're gonna wet your brush a bit. Okay, and then you're going to pick up a color that you want for roses. Today, for me, I love pink roses, so I'm gonna go for a pink off red color. Add some paint at the tip of your brush. It's good to have a brush that has a tip like this one. What you're going to do is you are going to paint out C's, so like the letter C. Okay, for the center, so we're going for the center now, and you're gonna add another C on the bottom. Okay, and very closely look as you paint. You're gonna use the tip of your brush to draw out the C, and then you are going to add pressure as you go to flatten your brush and then lift back up. Add a little bit more water and a little bit more paint, and you're gonna add more C's underneath. Okay, And we are not going to make circles, we're gonna make C's, okay? So make C's on the opposite side, add some more, and it does not have to connect. Okay, you can make more C's as it's getting watery, you can kind of blend them together, but again, don't make it so circular and connected. You want it just to make some C's. I have noticed that when I taught people how to paint roses, they tend to just make really rigid C-like lines. And that's not the goal. Our goal is to create an illusion that the flowers are blooming. So you want to always use the tip of your brush to guide you, but then as you go, add pressure so that you flatten your brush and then lift back up. Okay. Add more water if you need to, and add more paint for more color. We are going to start with the center again, so add more paint, and you're gonna make C-like strokes again at the center and carry it out. Okay. Add more C's. Yep, and move outward as you go with the C-like strokes. We're going to add some more water. Okay, and a little bit more paint. And we're going to go back and redraw some of the C-like strokes on the outer edges. Again, please don't make it rigid, okay? Don't be afraid to flatten your brush and blend out the C-like strokes, okay? We didn't really add anything on the top and we focused on the bottom, which is okay. We're just gonna add just a little bit of a C-like stroke on top, okay? Just to give the illusion that there are petals on the top. Again, flatten your brush, right? Put pressure down to create those thick, smooth strokes. We are going to try it again with our watercolor, okay? Add more color to define, okay? So start from the center. When you are defining your flowers again, you always start from the center and move out. Okay, so that your center has the most color. Okay, and as you move out, the water is going to help blend it for you. Okay. And that is our rose. We can do another one right on top. So I can show you again with the C-like strokes to create the center of your rose and move outwards. So we're going to do C's, opposite C's, okay, with our paint. So pick up that color again, okay, and start from the center and do opposite C's. Just like that. Again, the same technique. You're going to use the pointy point of your brush, and then as you move out, you put pressure down and flatten your brush, and then as you move back, lift up your brush. Okay, just C-like strokes. Okay. Again, you don't have to connect it like a circle, okay? And it's pretty wet. There's some water there, so don't be afraid to blend it together if you want to, not completely, right? But add more color if you need to define the roses again. Again, we always start from the center and move outwards. And there's water on it, so if it bleeds, it's totally fine. Okay, just keep going, just keep moving outwards. Again, I've seen many people do the roses like that, but you want to use this technique that I said before, is as you move in, you put pressure to flatten your brush and then lift back up, okay? That is to create the illusion of your flowers blooming, right? To capture the petals of a flower. Don't be afraid to use water. If you have too much water, add more paint. Okay. Again, I'm adding a petal that's kind of opening just like this one. And what you can do is just paint just like this. Okay. As you can see, I'm going back to my main rose just to add more definition and more color, which you can do that because the rose is kind of dry now. So you can go back to the center and add more of the color, which makes it more defined. Alright, and move outwards. So always the center first and then move outwards with your C's. Okay, but that's the end of our tutorial on how to paint roses.